Harbingers and I have been warming ourselves here, trying to evade hearsay. You see only me because your heart knows only me as the Companion's leader. I'd wager old GnaaR could see half a dozen of my predecessors. And I see them all. The ones in Sovngarde, the ones trapped with me in Hearsay's realm. And they all see you. You've brought honor to the name of the Companions. We won't soon forget it. Did he now? I can only hope. You still have the witches' heads. Excellent. Throw one of them into the fire. It will release their magic. For me, at least.
Is someone there? No sign of him.
Something has shifted in the moons, brother.
Greetings, shield brother. And so slain the beast inside of me. I thank you for this gift. The other Harbingers remain trapped by hearsay. Perhaps from Sovngarde, the heroes of old can join me in their rescue. The harrowing of the hunting grounds. It would be a battle of such triumph. And perhaps someday you'll join us in that battle. But for today, return to your rest. Triumph in your victory. And lead the Companions to further glory.
Did I hear right? Did he say you were to lead the Companions? You've earned the right. Your strength and honor are apparent to all. And it's my honor to be first to address you as Harbinger. Let's go tell the others.
Something has shifted in the moons, brother.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
They say if a vampire so much as scratches you, you'll turn into one.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. Hold on now. I'm just a simple sailor. I never wanted to get mixed up in any of this. All right, I'll take you. But we leave immediately. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. Mirak, I'm not sure that I do. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions?
No
Captain
answer.
I was starting to wonder what happened to you.
We were delayed by bad weather.
Your visit here will be tolerated. I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an imperial settlement. The Empire decided to abandon it just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, and when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. Remember, we're watching you.
I can't believe I've been stuck here this long.
Yeah?
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting. May I ask what it is you're doing here? GnaaR. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. GnaaR's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of GnaaR toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there. Building something, clearly, and yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish. Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out. There is the big island of Vardenfell and the coastal mainland. House Telvanni has its properties on Vardenfell. I've never been to the mainland myself. Are we done? I thought so.
That world will cease to be. If you witness suspicious activity, report it to Captain Veleth immediately.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Always a pleasure to watch when a man like you walks by.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine. If you're dealing with me, there's only one thing to remember. Pay your debts, or end up hurt. No, wait. I recognize the name, but I'm not sure why. I don't know. I feel strange just thinking about it. A temple, maybe. Here on the island, something about a temple?
I work for Mogul. You got a problem, you talk to him.
It gets lonely out here, you know, on this remote island.
Mogul doesn't
Stay away
lend
for too long.
to Outlanders. Look somewhere else.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
That you...
That seems inadvisable. Oh, fascinating. By touching the... so you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will.
That we might remember.
I would not advise touching the stone again. The effects of repeated contact could be... Unless, of course, you'd like to contribute to my investigation, which could be very enlightening to observe you. The ash from Red Mountain holds...
What by day was
secrets
stolen.
I mean...
Far from ourselves.
That seems inadvisable.
Never near right. Now through him do we see.
I wonder if a dragon could be captured alive. This may be the frontier, but we've still got...
If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Bell.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
then does he speak.
And when the world shall listen.
And when the world shall see.
Osla, please! You must listen to me! Isra! Can you hear me?
You there. What brings you to this place? Why are you here?
I am Freya of the Scar. I am here to either save my people or avenge them. I am unsure. Something has taken control of most of the people in Solstein. It makes them forget themselves and work on these horrible creations that corrupt the stones, the very land itself. My father, Storm, our shaman, says Mirak has returned to Solstein, but that is impossible. Then you and I both have reason to see what lies beneath us. Let us go. There is nothing more I can do here. The tree stone and my friends are beyond my help for now. We need to find a way into the temple below. His story is as old as Solstein itself. He served the dragons before their fall from power, as most did. A priest in their order. But unlike most, he turned against them. He made his own path, and his actions cost him dearly. The stories say he sought to claim Solstein for himself, and the dragons destroyed him for it. Mighty Omega!
I shall.
Are you ready to help me now? We should not delay. We should check these rooms for supplies before heading further into the temple.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
Take your time. I shall follow you when you're ready.